Hello,
Hello, and welcome.
welcome to the first episode of the Newy News podcast. This will,
Attempt number 3.
yes, uh, we've we've tried 3 different times and it never seemed to record correctly, but I think it should now, and it probably just
We are
jinxed
your
us.
hosts.
Uh, so this is a series that we plan on coming out. Well, we film it on a Friday. It may come out on like a Saturday or Sunday, depending on how long editing takes. We also have a Twitter account, right?
Yep.
Where we will get suggestions for what to talk about.
It's I don't remember the name of the Twitter.
Okay, I can put a link to it.
Let me try and pull it up. Yeah, I just put a link to it.
And today's topic of discussion is
Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resorts games.
So we have a ranked list of all of the sports in both the Wii games, Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort.
Yep, and we ranked them in our personal favorites. It's very opinion-based, and we've been playing since 5 years old at our grandparents' house together, and so anything we say, don't get offended by it because it's just all opinion-based.
We'd love to see your opinions in the comments.
Yeah. Correct us if you'd like.
So let's just start out. Let's list everything, and we're gonna start out with just the regular base game Wii Sports, and then we're gonna move on to Wii Sports Resort, which, if you don't know, is like another add-on game with more Wii Sports games.
More fun games.
Yeah. So the sports for just regular Wii Sports are tennis, baseball, golf, bowling, and boxing. I forgot what I was gonna say next. Okay, so what are we gonna start with?
We will start with our least favorite game. So we'll start with Wii Sports. We've got my number 5 pick out of the 5. It will be golf because I never play golf, both in Wii Sports and in real life. And it's not a terrible game. I played it once or twice just because I got bored. But I would never play it to grind out awards and stuff. It doesn't appeal.
It can be pretty slow.
It definitely
especially
is.
if you're playing with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens, like when I was, I think, 5 or 6, I once scored an eagle.
Yeah.
With 2 hits, and that was pretty amazing. But other than that, it's fairly uneventful. But it's not the same with my number 5. My number 5 is boxing. It's all right. I will say it does have the best ending music. It's like a straight up rap. I also put a link to that. I literally just listen to the boxing music for 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, you still throw it in your.
But I don't know. There's just something about it that it's just a lot of this with the Wii controllers, and it's just there's the cord is just whipping all around the place, and it kind of hurts.
Yeah, for me, a lot of that criticism with the just the constant moving of the remote and the things hitting, that'll come up a lot in my Wii Sport Resorts criticism, because a lot of my bottom ones also require the super punch kind of fast paced kind of. It's just not a lot of fun. Now, number 4 will come in for me as boxing. We've kind of discussed, it's just kind of repetitive. There's nice music to it, but it's just a lot of swinging and punching, and I don't think there's a lot of skill.
And there's that little timer thing.
Yeah.
Right.
For the lives and whatnot.
My number 4 is golf. I kind of like it, I think, more than you do. There's that one map. I just like having a bunch of different maps that you can go through instead of just having the same thing over and over again. Makes it a bit less repetitive. I remember there's this one map where like there's this green area and it's like a little circle like way off onto the side that you can like hit and get a
Oh
shortcut
yeah,
to.
yeah.
It's like one of the
Yeah, I know what
riskiest
you're
things
talking
ever, but if you pull it off, it's perfect.
You get like you can get a real nice shot off of that one.
Yeah.
We'll take it into our number 3 then.
Yeah.
For me, it'll be bowling. I'm guessing it's the same for you. But bowling is it's fun. It's got different types of modes versus the Wii Sports Resort type of bowling. You can have it more skill based versus the you can work on your bowling skills and you can improve them a lot. It's still not something I would play too much for leisurely purposes. Like I wouldn't want to just go out and play it. But if somebody offered it up and said, "Hey, let's play some bowling,"
I definitely think it's
rounds.
more fun than real bowling.
Yeah, it's definitely
especially like
definitely
if you have some
more fun than real
friends.
bowling. But yeah, if somebody asked me to play bowling with them after I played a couple of other rounds of other games, I would probably say yes.
Yeah, my number 3 is bowling as well. Although I have always wanted to bowl a perfect 300 and like work on it, but I don't know. Yeah, it would get repetitive. I think our 2 and 1 might be the same too.
I don't know because I don't know. You brought up tennis.
It was a little difficult to.
All right, so you go with your number 2.
Really? I just did my number 3. All right.
That's fine.
My number 2 is. I mean, I'm gonna say it because it's gonna reveal my number 1 as well.
Yeah.
My number 2 is tennis.
That's the same with me. I was very concerned that you were gonna put tennis in your top spot. I don't know what it was. I just thought you were gonna put tennis in your top spot.
Tennis it's great. I think it's the most classic one.
Yeah.
I remember you can like switch between which players you want to be on your side and which players you want to be CPUs and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember some days when nobody would want to play with me, I would just watch the CPUs play. It's kind of sad. But tennis is still really straightforward, really fun.
Tennis, yeah, definitely. That's definitely a nostalgic type of game that we've been playing forever. It's not the best sport, but it's a whole lot of fun to play with your family or against your family. And I really enjoy the sport a lot because it gets competitive at times.
Yeah, that. I mean, we've had some pretty heated games of tennis.
Yeah, and then we'll move on to our number 1 spot, which we both already picked as baseball. I personally play baseball. If none of you guys know, nothing like the real game.
Yeah,
but,
not at all.
It's a whole lot of fun because basically beyond it's a lot of computer-based stuff. So once you make contact with that ball, you don't know where it's going or whatnot. Versus like boxing or golf, where
there's something about having your own team there with you, and then so you can cheer on your meet and stuff. And
especially because like you get to see all the me's in your on your team, which is a lot of fun because you get to see a lot of the me's you've created, which always look funny.
And the feeling of getting a home run is super satisfying.
Definitely. And then we always get mad because we throw breaking balls and strike out each other.
When you hold on the A and B button and throw it, it's a breaking ball. It's the worst. And we banned it.
For pitching, I can never get the I don't know exactly how to throw a curveball or exactly how to throw anything besides a breaking ball. Because it's like I know the buttons to throw it, but if you throw it like sidearm versus over the head. It's a different throw, and it's really
Mhm.
confusing to me. But we get the hang of it.
That pretty much wraps up Wii Sports. I thought it was going to take longer, but Wii
Yeah,
Sports is still incredibly solid. It's the game that you get with the Wii, which is always that's Wii burp. It always surprises me that like a base game like this could become so loved by fans, and
Yeah.
it's probably definitely one of the best Wii games ever.
I love Wii Sports. I wouldn't put it above Wii Sports Resort because Wii Sports Resort, for whatever reason,
Yeah,
is
I still like it better.
I don't know. Wii Sports Resort is just more nostalgic to me. I've played it a whole lot more than I've played Wii Sports. So I would definitely put Wii Sports Resort above it. Baseball, though, once you get bored of playing just by yourself with certain games on Wii Sports Resort, popping over to Wii Sports and playing some baseball or tennis is a whole lot of fun.
I'm definitely never going.
We'll move on to Wii Sports Resort
until I brought all my old Wii games to Grandma and Grandpa's. We were completely occupied with just regular Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Party.
There's this.
That was a Wii Play, but like we didn't spend that much time on that.
We don't. Yeah,
and just
we
dance,
haven't spent that much time on it till recently, playing the Tanks game, but which is also very frustrating and fun at the same time.
Yeah.
But there's if you can link them, there's a guy that I like to watch called Nick Ravita. He does a whole lot of Wii Sports stuff. He basically grinds all of the platinum awards in Wii Play, but I love to see some of the stuff that we just completely missed, like the fruits in archery. Like, it just some of the stuff that's just hidden stuff in the game that just blows my mind. So we can start with our number 12. You want to go first?
All right, yeah. So Wii Sports Resort, add-on game based off the original Wii Sports. I guess they had like a ton of ideas when they were making it, and like decided to make a ton of new games.
Yeah, I had it picked up.
Wii Sports Resort. They did put golf and bowling back into Wii Sports Resort. So you want me to start with number 12?
Yeah, you can start with the number 12.
My number 12 is golf.
Oh, wow.
I think I've only played it in Wii Sports Resort like once or twice because other than like the new maps and stuff, it's exactly the same as the regular Wii Sports. There's like no change. So there's definitely many more better games that I would rather play. I don't think that was grammatically correct, but I don't know. I can't think of anything.
There's not much else to say about golf.
It's just boring.
Golf. Yeah. I'll put my number 12 is canoeing. I don't think I've ever played that game, and if I have, I haven't played it correctly. Never. I think there's a kayak version, and then there's a canoeing version, and I think I played kayak once, and
kayak's more fun.
I never played it. And when I have, I don't think I've ever had any fun with it, and I played it completely wrong.
Well, my number 11 is as well canoeing.
Canoeing.
It's just you have to hold the Wii remote in like a weird way, and like
I don't play it enough to do that.
it's really sensitive, and you like it. Eventually, like the paddle just starts like going up and down into the water, and it's really frustrating. So because you're just doing. It's so frustrating. Kayaking is definitely better, but still just not a whole lot of fun.
I don't have any good things to say about it. I don't there's a lot of other sports on this that I have at least one good thing to say, but not canoeing. My number 11 will have to be power cruising. When I looked at it, I completely forgot what power cruising even was. I think it's the jet ski one. I don't think I've ever played that one either.
It's jet ski. Nobody calls it power cruising. Everybody calls it jet skiing.
I think it's because jet ski is copyrighted or something. And so Yeah, I've never played power cruising, and I don't even know like if it's the same thing as canoeing where it's like a timed kind of thing and you got to get to a certain checkpoint, or I don't know. I've never played it.
Uh, my number 10 is power cruising.
Yeah.
I think we have the same.
Well,
I
no,
know there's
because
definitely something that's like really high on my list that's gonna surprise you.
my number 10 is golf. Because although golf isn't fun to play, it's kind of boring.
And
I have good things to say about it versus power cruising or canoeing. So we can move on to our number 9.
my number 9 is Frisbee.
Hey, same.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Frisbee is still pretty good. There's that one mode where you can like throw it to the dog and the dog jumps up and catches it. I always like that.
I think
Either
that's
you
the
end
only
up
mode
with
I've
a
ever
really
played.
good dog that will, leap and grab your Frisbee, or you just land one that's really stupid and just like prefers to run into the Frisbee instead of actually like catching it. Just boink.
Isn't there a mode with Frisbee where it's Frisbee golf? Or is that on the golf
I think
mode?
it's Frisbee golf, but
it's
like the same thing as
like
golf.
The throw it into the chain thing. You got to get into a certain. I enjoyed that one. I definitely enjoyed the dog one, but I haven't had much entertainment playing Frisbee golf or throwing the Frisbee to the dog. It's just it's not a terrible thing.
It's repetitive
but it's not fun to play.
I definitely would play it some more, but there are better games to play.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll move on to my number 8. Like we said before with boxing, mine is number 8 is my cycling. Mainly because like I liked cycling, I played it a lot. But it's same thing with that slapping my wrists and yeah.
Hold on, can you repeat that? That cut out for a second.
Did I cut out the whole entire thing? Okay, so my number 8 is going to be cycling. I have nothing. I don't think I have much bad to say about it, except for it's completely the same as boxing, where it's the straps keep hitting my wrists and they're giving me bruises, and I'm just shaking up and down, and it's kind of like hard to actually like coordinate with anyone.
And there's not even like a motion tracker in the nunchuck, so you can pretty much just do this.
Yeah, you could just do one and it would work. But it's okay. I don't have too many bad things to say about it, except for the physical movement. I guess it's entertaining to play, but I wouldn't put it higher on my list.
I think this is where ours will start varying a bit more. My number 8 is basketball. It's still pretty fun, but especially the 3-pointer mode, with like a bunch of 3-pointers. But I don't know. It's just it feels kind of repetitive, and it's just not really my thing. I can get it if it's like your first or second choice, but like it's not really my.
For me, my number 7 is basketball. It's not my number 8. Mainly because I would put I was debating very hard with myself to put cycling before basketball. But I just couldn't do it. Basketball for me now, because I watch a lot of Wii streams. There's something about just seeing a streamer shoot 5,000 3-points that just kind of gets to you.
Yeah, it's just satisfying.
It's not something I like to play as much. I haven't played basketball that much. Mainly,
I know there are people that really love it though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I put it higher on my list than cycling, because it's more entertaining for me to watch versus to play. But I definitely I would put it above cycling. Yeah.
All right. My number brings us to my number 7.
Yep.
Which is wakeboarding.
Yeah.
I still think wakeboarding is pretty solid. You got the cool little tricks that you can do where you like jump over the little waves coming from the boat. The announcer is my favorite part.
Yeah.
Because he's
just really repetitive and stupid where it's funny.
But like, it's definitely pretty addicting too, trying to get a high score.
Yeah.
Especially when Grandpa has a high score in pretty much every game.
Yeah, he I don't know what he did. He went down there for like a month and didn't come back up. But yeah, wakeboarding's my number 6.
Okay, so I guess our lists aren't varying.
I mean, your cycling's higher than mine, and that's really it. Yeah, so basically wakeboarding's a fun game. I remember my dad, that was one of his favorites to play, and it's a nostalgic game. It's fun to play. Like I would play it on my own time. I wouldn't put it higher than some of the other ones on my list, but it's definitely fun to play.
I say it's one of the best games to play by yourself.
Yes. Yeah. But if you're gonna have like 3 or 4 people with you playing Wii, you're not going to want to play wakeboarding.
You're not going to want to play wakeboarding.
You just have to pass the remote, and it's just not fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to say number 6, which is bowling. It was pretty much improved from regular Wii Sports, but I still like to play regular Wii Sports a lot. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I put it so high on my list is because of the 100 pin mode. It's so much fun. You always get like either 98 or 99 pins on your first thing, and then there's that last couple ones on the second one.
Like 97, and then
it's definitely pretty frustrating too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love bowling. It's definitely more fun to play with other people. That's to me what makes the Wii so special, is being able to play with your friends and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So bowling. Yeah, it's nostalgic to me. Should we move on to my number 5 then?
Yeah.
All right. So my number 5 is archery. I like archery.
Same here.
I like being able to use the nunchuck, and it's a fun game to play. I don't think I would put it higher on my list because it's not something that you like to grind or like to play a lot. But I definitely, there's new stuff that I would love to just try and get all the fruit. And so it's a fun game. And that's all I have. It deserves the top 5 spot, but I don't think it deserves to go any higher.
Yeah. My number 5 is archery too. Yeah. It's definitely a lot of fun. Another great one to play by yourself, although it's all right playing with other people. Mm-hmm. Another great game with the announcer. He says 5, 8, 2.
Yeah.
Based on your scores.
You are scoring really low, sir.
And there are also those fruits, which are like secret Easter eggs, where you have to shoot some random direction.
Which comes from the
it's incredibly hard to get, and I want to try to get at least one.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're fruits, but they are. I think they're from the fruits from like the swordplay minigame.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is they're the fruits from the swordplay game where it's like the quick draw one.
Yeah.
Where you have to.
Because I know there's like one level with the cake that you have to hit.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is bowling. I put it so high up on my list because it's nostalgic to me. It's something I would play for hours, and I would get bored of it. What was it?
There's something about bowling and regular sports that's just something like really homey to me. I don't know why, but I really love the bowling. What do you call it?
Yeah.
Court.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
And
yeah.
Especially when you accidentally throw the ball backwards, and everybody just spins around for no reason.
The bowling lanes. The lanes. But
sorry, go on.
I've played the 100 pin game millions of times. I've played it a lot. It's really nostalgic to me. It's fun to, it's one of my favorite ones. It definitely deserves my top 4 spot. It's right on it's slap dab right in the middle. So yeah, it deserves where it should be. I could have put it higher, but there's definitely 3 other ones that I would put above everything.
All right, so
Your
what is that? Number 4?
Yep, you're number 4 now.
My number 4 is air sports.
Really?
Uh,
You put cycling above air sports. I swear.
Air sports is great. I love skydiving. Another great one to do by yourself because you can only play it by yourself.
Yep.
I love the touring one. I forgot what it was called.
It's like air. I have it right here. Hold up. It's piloting.
Yeah. That one's a lot of fun. I don't like collect any of the little information bubbles. I pretty much
which I did for hours, and I grinded that out.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I kind of just like fly around and mess around, maybe go into the volcano. It's a ton of fun, but what I hate is the dogfight.
Dogfight is so. I'm really good at it, but I don't like it. I'm really good at it. I just don't like it.
He's great at it. I suck. He beats me every single time, which is why I hate it. But the other 2 mini games are still really great. But that one just frustrates me.
Yeah.
So much.
So my number 3 is air sports. I've grinded piloting in like I've completed it 3 times with 3 different Miis. I did one in a single night that I just grinded every single little eye information point that I could find. Will was there. He can prove
he was up
that
until like midnight. Just sitting there.
And I started at like 6 or something, and it was a whole lot of fun for me. I love it. It's my 3rd. It deserves where it's at. It definitely does not deserve to be passed up by my number 8, cycling. But dogfighting I'm really good at it, but I don't like it so much. And parachuting isn't like my favorite. I don't like playing a lot of Wii Sports games by myself. But if I'm going to, it's going to be piloting. If I'm just sitting down in the basement and I'm just sitting on the Wii and it's just me, I'm going to be playing piloting, or an assortment of different games. If it was just me, definitely deserves its number 3 spot. It shouldn't be passed up by cycling.
Before we get to my number 3, I think we should take a quick little break.
Yep.
So I will pause the recording right now.
All right.
And we will return shortly.
Kind of weird. Oh, there it goes.
Welcome back. We took a short little break. I had to pee because I was drinking so much water. Why am I drinking more?
I grabbed my cat.
Yep.
And some Mountain Dew.
Right, that's Parker, right? Yeah, that's Parker.
Yeah, Parker. That's Parker. She's gonna jump. There she goes. Yeah.
Right, so we're at my number 3, right?
Yeah, your number 3. I already said my number 3 is air sports.
All right. My number 3 is the underdog.
What?
I don't know why I love it so much.
There's an
it's
underdog?
Cycling.
Oh. Never mind. I was thinking dog fighting. I was like, what?
Oh. No, that's not. I think cycling is so underrated. It's awesome.
Trash.
It's awesome.
You're wrong.
I definitely think it's one of the more fun ones to play by yourself. And when you play with somebody else, it becomes a big screaming fit because you're yelling at each other. Because somebody just keeps doing it. You have these like 3 hearts at the top of your screen that like run out when you used up too much energy. And then there's like 10 different maps you can do. One that goes into the volcano, which is a ton of fun. It can be pretty challenging at times, pretty terrifying because like these huge death drops that you have to bike around. But I don't get why why you hate it so much. Because
It's
I love
terrible. It's just shaking your hands a bunch, and I don't know. It's just not fun to me. It's not fun.
The only
terrible.
downside, there's also like these little like motivational quotes that pop up at the bottom of the screen, like text messages, and they come from this guy named Vincenzio.
One thing I do like though is
it's completely random.
They paint your Mii's face on the road at a certain spot, and I think they say your name. That's one I like a lot. Oh, in air sports, I really like the achievements you can get from piloting. For getting everything, like you get a little shack. You get a little shack that is your vacation home on an island.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you are bored and you have a Wii and you have Wii Sports Resort, definitely try to get all the badges. It's a ton of fun. You can
so we'll move on.
Look up
to
where
my
to
number
find
2.
and stuff. Yes, top 2.
Okay, so we have the same top 2. I don't know in which order, but
apparently so.
My number 2 is swordplay.
Dang it!
Mine is 2.
So that means we have the same number 1. Well, let's not talk about number 1 though. Let's just talk about number 2.
Okay, so our number 2 is swordplay because they don't know the number 1 yet.
Yeah.
They don't even know if it exists. But
unless they've already played.
It's swordplay is a lot of fun. There's a mode on it where you get to it's like single player where you get to just beat up a bunch of people in a line. You know the one I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
It's like a campaign type thing.
Yeah, it's like a campaign. But hold up, I've got the wiki on it right now. But basically, yeah, so it's a lot of fun. I've played it for hours. I've grinded it millions of times. My sister loves to play swordplay. That's her favorite game. She likes to play the dual version.
It's the only downside I think is that it's incredibly easy to. That's not good. It's incredibly easy to get pro. Like you just need like an hour and boom, you got pro.
And to cheese it, like my sister's really good at just spamming it, and you can't do anything about it. Like you can try and block, but then she just keeps spamming. It's you can't beat my sister at that game. And
when you play like a duel with another person, it's complete chaos. Both of you guys are whipping around your both of you guys are whipping around
your swords, your Wii remotes.
Yeah, Wii remotes. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name. And you're all screaming big fits and until somebody falls off the edge of the arena.
And there's a reason why it's put in the first spot out of the array of different the array of mini games, and you got the first spot is swordplay. And
there's also Speed Slice.
Yeah, Speed Slice is a lot of fun. Speed Slice is the one where all of the stuff and like the fruits and stuff are all in
so literally like these big objects that just fall from the sky.
And they're all like there's like bread and bamboo stalks and like paintings and a timer and a diamond, and it's
really weird. But like it shows this little arrow and you have to swipe at it in the correct direction. Doesn't sound that hard, but you have to be the first person to do it correctly. And you know, it can get pretty confusing because like you get all warmed up and then you make a wrong slice and then you just scream your head off.
And then the other person gets the thing, and it's a lot of adrenaline, and swordplay's got a lot of different versus air sports where some of the modes are just not as fun as that. It's just swordplay all around is fun to play. So we'll move on to both our number 1, which is table tennis.
Never mind. So we thought we were going to say it at the same time.
Okay,
yep, our number 1 is table tennis.
Table tennis. There we go.
/ ping pong.
Yeah, / ping pong, whatever you want to call it. It's recorded as table tennis in the game. It's a whole lot of fun to play single player, and it's even more fun to play against people. just in these past like 2 years, I've gotten insanely good at it, and I've started to beat Alec, which is a feat. It's really nice. And I think I got high score in the can game where you just have to keep hitting the balls back at the AI.
Yeah.
And I think I got like 300 in there, which is amazing.
Table tennis, I mean, I started getting especially good at it once we got an actual ping pong table. But I honestly don't know why it's so much fun, because there's only 2 modes.
Yeah.
It's like really repetitive, but it's just so much fun. And I still haven't gotten pro yet. I really want to.
I did.
You did? Oh yeah, I remember you did.
I got it against the AI. In both. I got pro, and then I also got like 3 out of the 4 or 3 out of the 5 stamps in the second mode where it's just one player. But yeah, I mean, I love it. There's no other game I would rather play, especially and it's great in both single player and multiplayer. Sadly, you can only play 2 people for multiplayer, but still, it's one of my top. It's my top game, both on Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. If we combine the 2.
Yeah. So that was our Wii Sports Resort ranking. There's something about the atmosphere of the game that I really, really love.
I mean, the Wii is probably it's probably one of my favorite consoles. It's got so much nostalgia behind it, and it's so versatile with its gameplay.
You never get tired of it.
You never get tired of it.
Like you can have 2 games and you will love it and you will play it for until the Wii breaks. You can have 10 games, you're still gonna like 5. Anyway, you're going to love it.
I had this driving game that my grandma got me. Not our grandma, but my other grandma. She got me that one, and then I also had the Mario, the Super Mario Galaxy one. And I've grinded those games years.
I've grinded a lot in this video.
Yeah. Well, because that's what
you spend a lot of time on that thing.
You spend a whole lot of time on the Wii.
Yeah.
I used to have my own at-home Wii. That was the only console I've ever had. I haven't had like an Xbox like you have, or a PS4 or a PC. All I've had was the Wii, and so it was fun to play. I don't know where it went. I think my parents threw it away. It might have broken. It might have been broken. I don't know. It's gone now though, and that's the sad thing.
There's something about the island of Makawuhu, which is the island in Wii Sports Resort, that just feels so special to me.
It feels like you've been there, and it's your personal. It feels like your hometown.
It's like, well, to me, it's more like a vacation home that you go to whenever we go to Grandma Grandpa's house. But yeah, I love both games. It's a ton of fun. Yeah,
I mean, there's so many other games that we could have gone over to that just are not Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort. We've got Wii Play and all the different ones, and Tanks is the one on Wii Play, right?
What?
No, yeah, Wii Party. Which one's Wii Party, and which one's Wii Play?
Wii Play is the one with the like, it has like 10 mini games, and like
it's just
Wii Party is the party games.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. So
Wii Play is great too, but it is not a whole lot of stuff to do on there.
We could have gone over. I mean, you had the Iron Man game and all sorts of Lego Batman Lego games. There's so many games on the Wii that you just could talk about for hours, and we only picked our 2 favorite, or just 2 that were just Wii sponsored ones, I guess.
I really expected our list to vary more.
Yeah, but it was almost down to the T, except for your terrible choice of cycling.
It's underrated. It's underrated, okay? I love it.
I would not say the same.
Vincenzio is my best friend. Okay.
But yeah, beating Matt is an accomplishment that in any
Only
mode,
legends can accomplish.
yeah, that I've done in a lot of the games that I love. And just the AI and just everything about Wii Sports Resort and Wii Sports is just so perfect and humble to me. It's just kind of that game that I could sit now and play for hours, and I could sit when I'm 35 and play for hours. It's just something that just
You
doesn't
never
get
get tired of it.
You can never get tired of it. I mean, the only thing that could get tired of it is my eyes, and that's happened a couple times with us.
Especially when you're playing and everybody else in the house is asleep and you're straining your eyeballs on this humongously bright television while everybody else in the basement is trying to sleep. Because you just have to get every single medal on a freaking Wii game.
Yeah, well, I got a bunch of table tennis medals too. So yeah, so that's our. There's a flip flop. You know that? Oh wait, no, you sent that to me. I think.
Yeah. There's a secret, an Easter egg in table tennis.
Yeah, there's a secret Easter egg where it's a flip flop for table tennis.
For your paddle, you use a flip like a slipper.
There's so many words we could use to describe the nostalgia we feel in Wii Sports Resort and Wii Sports, but I think we've made our point of how much we love the game. We've spent, I don't know, like an hour talking for this podcast, and I think that's how it's.
Dwight Schrute, nostalgia is one of humans' greatest weaknesses, second only to the neck.
Yeah. So I mean, we could go over. We could probably strain this out another hour if we wanted to. Talking about how great it is. Talking about how great it is, and all the specific modes and stuff that it wouldn't be something somebody would want to watch. For future podcasts, they'll usually be 30 minutes to an hour long. Probably longer. This one, I don't know how long it's been. It's currently 8:30, and I think we started this around 7:30. Yeah, I mean, with this'll come out. We're recording every Friday, which means it'll usually come out Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And some weekends we just can't do it. Like last weekend we tried, and Will was up at his cabin, and next weekend I'll be up at that cabin too. So we'll miss a couple days, but yeah. You got anything to say?
Definitely send us suggestions for what
on Twitter.
Follow our Twitter.
Follow our Twitter.
We will see you next week or in 2 weeks, depending on how things work.
2 weeks. I think it'll be 2 weeks. All right. See ya.